Makambi looks very relaxed in there just now.
He does, doesn't he? He looked relaxed coming in.
He's just flicking that jab out, keeping the hands up high. Dodson, his face seems a bit red around the right side of his eye.
Well, he took those shots in the first couple of rounds. He's had that little bit of bleeding from the nose quite early on. Complaining to the referee, which you never really like to see. Let the ref do his job.
That's right. It's not a good sign to complain to the referee.
Complaining about holding. Paul Thomas is perfectly placed to see if anyone is holding or not. Often the sign of a fighter who's in trouble. I'm not sure Dodson's in trouble here, but nevertheless, concentrate on his job. That's what he needs to do. Slapping body shot.
Makambi's face still unmarked. Still no marks after taking a lot of the head shots and body shots. You know, he still seems unfazed by it.
Well, I'll go back to what we were saying earlier, Paul. When you've been an active fighter against the apartheid regime, you've been shot in the leg for your troubles, and you've dragged yourself off to safety.
Because this is nothing.
Exactly.
That's not a good sign. Adrian's mouth lying wide open there.
Well, he put a lot into that last round. He's not doing so effectively in that round. And a very quiet round for both of them. Well, not much to report in that round at all. Dodson, his work rate dropped alarmingly there. And as you say, the old jaw was dropping open as well, and the blood just increasing from the nose, but not in any great distress. Makambi's not asserting any champion's authority on this fight yet, is he?
No, he's certainly not, but the thing is, Dodson is the one forcing the fight, forcing the pressure. But maybe that's Makambi's game plan. Let Dodson, you know, punch himself out, and after maybe 7-8 rounds, let Makambi come back into it.
Well, it worked for him last time, didn't it?
Definitely.
Barry Hearn in Dodson's corner. And Adrian Dodson from Islington, such a good amateur. Represented Great Britain in Seoul, and 4 years earlier, he represented Guyana.
Round 5.
In fact, it was Guyana in Seoul. It was Barcelona in 1992 that he boxed with the best of Great Britain. Very good amateur. Not a bad professional either. But still to win a world title. And this is his third attempt. A loss to Makambi last time out. The IBO version of the title, which is what they're fighting for tonight. And of course, the WBO. Well, he went after that a year ago, losing to Ronald Wright, the American. I know these days, with so many organisations out there, Paul, it's never been easier to win a world title, but you think once you've had 3 shots, if you can't win in 3, people might start to lose interest in you a bit.
That's right, there's certainly plenty of opportunities in these days to win world titles, but it's when you get there, it's actually hard.
You've got to grab that opportunity.
That's right.
Which is what Dodson's trying to do here.
Makambi just looks so relaxed in there.
You do get the impression, don't you, Paul, that even though Dodson's the man forcing the pace and looking to get in and do the work, that Makambi is quite happy with the way things are going.
It certainly looks like it now. He's just throwing small clusters of punches, and he doesn't seem bothered at all with what Adrian's doing, not to him just now. And he's certainly unmarked.
Dodson continuing to burn energy with Makambi on the ropes. Makambi seems to be happy there. was on the ropes in the third round. And Dodson definitely caught him a couple of times. But since then, it's been a bit frustrating for the Londoner. Pretty solid defence being shown by Makambi. And then, as you say, just the odd little shot coming in every so often.
He just throws wee clusters of punches, Makambi, and then all of a sudden he just winds one up.
Dodson seems to have gone away from his plan of working the body, which seemed to work for him so well in the second round, and opened his man up a little bit in the third round as well. He's looking to go downstairs. But you think Dodson would get a lot more success if he continued to work the body. He's gone right away from it, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. You'd have thought they kept working the body for 4 or 5 rounds and slowing Makambi down.
Well, it was all very intense and close, and not really an awful lot getting done there on the ropes. Both of them covering up pretty effectively.
Makambi seems quite content to sit in the ropes and let Dodson force the pace.
Well, as we say, it worked for him before, Makambi, but Dodson, of course, you would think he'll have learned from that experience at the York Hall as well, but he's a bit messed up, isn't he? Slight swelling around the left eye, still bleeding.
Bash up, definitely.
Corner, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 6.
Join Dolly Tumbo and his special guest Sibongile Kumalo on People of the South this Sunday at 7:30. Coming this festive season, his life was perfect. Until a one-night stand turns out to be much more than he expected.
I still have a girlfriend.
And I still don't care.
And it isn't over yet, not until she says so. Starring Molly Ringwald, Tuesday the 5th at 11:30 on 2. Malicious.
So we're approaching the halfway stage of this 12-round fight. This is the 6th round. Good long overhand left from Dodson has Makambi in trouble again. Immediately, you saw the response from the South African. And it does strike you as one of those fights, Paul, that they're both doing a lot, they're both working hard, both landing some shots, and you just feel that, just like in the last fight, suddenly someone may go in this one.
Certainly, I mean, it's right just to say that Dodson's certainly loading up with every punch he throws, he's putting in, a lot of power. And it's maybe not a good thing, because in the later stages it's certainly going to tell what's having the energy out of him.
And a lot of them are missing. You saw he unloaded a huge left there that Makambi just ducked underneath it.
The pace is certainly slowed down.
Well, right from the first round, they were landing some serious shots, weren't they? These fellas meant business. Hardly surprising that it's just dropped a bit. Good little inside shots from Makambi. Controls the response. So it's good shots once again, though. And Dodson has put an awful lot of work into the first half of this fight. I'm sure he's trained for the full 12. He's met this fella before, knows he's not an easy opponent. Combination from the champion.
He's certainly starting to open it up a lot more now.
And he doesn't mind the ropes at all, does he? Look at that.
He just doesn't look unfazed there, sitting there on the ropes. He's quite happy and content.
Dodson's catching too many of these for his liking. Two good body shots coming in from Makambi. There's another one. Dodson's starting to look a little tired to me.
He's taking too many of these body shots down below. These are the kind of shots that take it out of you.
Well, there's no question he's having a breather here. There's an opening here for Makambi. He wants to take it. Dodson is really starting to run out of steam there. There were good body shots that went in earlier. He's just leaning on his man. Well, this is a tough old fight, this one. We're at the halfway stage as well. A long way to go yet. But that a much better round for the champion. Landed good body shots and combinations to the head as well.
Nice left hand right over the top there. Coming back with the right hand as well, but Makambi seems to be covering that well.
Well, that happened right at the start of the round, and really that's all Dodson did in that round.
Yeah.
Makambi took over after that.
That's right, with the clusters of punches, and they were all good punches and landing clean.
And there was a moment there that Dodson looked like he was absolutely out on his feet at one point. Just seems to be happy leaning on his man.
And he's got a cut over the right eye, Dodson.
Seconds out. Round 7.
Very marked around the face, Adrian Dodson, and just a little slow to get up, taking full advantage of that minute's rest. Which is obviously the smart thing to do. I could never understand these fellas that would stand through the whole minute's rest. It's like surely you'd want to grab every second of a break that you could.
Especially on a field like this anyway.
Yeah, this has been a tough one. Not for faint hearts, this one. A better start once again to this round from Dodson. He's got his man on the ropes again. Just backs away and gets him off the ropes as well. A tactical switch, because Makambi's quite happy to be backed up on the ropes.
There certainly doesn't seem to be any urgency about Makambi's work there, does there?
There isn't.
He's just so relaxed and going with the flow.
Meanwhile, it's Dodson that's getting through here. But the pace has just dropped, hasn't it, Paul?
Yeah, it's been a hard pace. Both boys have been loading up with punches for the first round.
Boring him with the head. Paul Thomas not having it. And I think Dodson probably deserved that little lecture. Definitely led in with his head a couple of times earlier in this round. Paul Thomas just letting him know that's not on.
Dodson's still landing those good purple body shots.
So far, apart from that brief moment in the third round, the South African has looked very solid, very composed. It's a real tough one, this one. Good combination from Makambi. And a good reply from Dodson.
Frank, stand back, both of them stand back.
Right on the bell. Dodson took one. Good punches again coming in from the champion. He's looking very tired. I know appearances can be deceptive, but we see the cut. And a warning as well for Adrian Dodson for leading with the head. And Paul Thomas stepped in. The right decision?
Yeah, it was quite, definitely the right decision. It's happened 2 or 3 times in the contest, and Adrian's head just come right down, as you see again there. There's been half a dozen head clashes, and I think, you know, Paul was well enough to get in and say, right, Adrian.
Well, there's the cut on the right eye. It doesn't seem too severe. But if you look at the faces of the two fighters, there's a world of difference between them, isn't there? Dodson's really looking a bit banged up at the moment. Makambi's looking as, I can't say he's fresh, but he looks as implacable as when he first walked in. Just doesn't seem to have, nothing seems to ruffle his composure at all. Round 8. Makambi's getting through here, switching his attack from the head to the body. Dodson forced to time up and try and buy some time. Dodson is starting to look a little weary.
He's looking worse for wear now. I think at this stage just now, Adrian's shown the pinch of the fight so far.
Missing with shots as well, which is just saps your morale as well when you're in a bit of trouble, and he's really in trouble. Well, he looked like he was out on his feet, and I don't think he's going to make this, Paul.
That was a beautiful hand right over the top.
Everything, and Paul Thomas is counting him out, and that's it, a stoppage in the 8th. And you have to feel so sorry for Adrian Dodson, who put everything into it. But he looked like he was just running on empty in that 8th round. And Makambi saw his opening, and boy, did he take it.
Beautiful punch, beautiful left, right in the button. Then he came back with two or three right hands.
And you could see Dodson wasn't going to get up. The 2-punch combination opened it, and then he followed it up.
I think the first punch finished the fight. I think Adrian was on his way down when he hit him with the last 2 punches.
A clinical job from Mpush Makambi, who weathered that little storm in the 3rd round. That's when Dodson had his hope. But after that, Makambi just always seemed to be in control, despite whatever Dodson did. And certainly, when the end came for the Londoner, it was very sudden indeed.
That was definitely a good performance by Makambi tonight.
Impressive stuff. Getting the congratulation from Barry Hearn, and poor old Adrian Dodson, you have to wonder where now, because he was well beaten tonight, Paul. No luck here, no bad luck.
Without a doubt, the first 2 rounds were an even kill, and then Makambi just seemed to be relaxed and taking his stride.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 1 minute 26 seconds of round 8, by a count out, the winner and still the IBO middleweight champion.